Alright, welcome back. Our exploration through our old European castles continues. Lovely vacation we're having so far. Got a note in here, but what I didn't find is a ingredient, which I've been finding in the rest of the rooms. Take a moment to double check. Make sure I don't walk past a room and leave one in here. Okay, so we've done this side now. We can go on to the next. Continue a perimeter search. Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna get to open that door. Appears to be blocked. If an enemy is near, stay out of sight and hide in the darkness. Make sure to turn off your lantern, if possible. Implying that there could be situations in which it is not possible. Looks like somebody attempted to climb out and escape. Wonder if they were successful. We'll skip that one and do this one. Still trying to be very judicious in my use of tinder boxes. But prioritizing the lantern above the tinder boxes, because I can pull the lantern out anywhere. Ah. Okay, so we drink that to increase our health. Beginning to lose it. But I don't think we're injured. A few cuts and bruises. Yeah. So this... Oh, I did get that. Okay, that wasn't the name of the note. I did get an item. Put oil in the lantern. Improve health and heal wounds. Okay, good. I think I got everything there is to get here. Now, it did mention hiding in a hint. So I do expect an encounter with the shadow, as it referred to it elsewhere. Let's go ahead and do that before we totally lose all sanity. I believe it was in Penumbra that there was a lot more on not looking at a monster. So that's the door we went in over there? Or trying to figure out, did it open a side door? Because it felt like we did all those and we came around here and then this door was closed, so we went down there and that door closed behind us? There's my torch, yeah. Okay, so now this one is open. So let's just do a once over in this room for any items and get out of here. not good. Those did not sound like my footsteps. Sounded like there was another set of larger, heavier footsteps. So let's, mementos real quick. Can it be dissolved? Okay, so I got a bunch of chemicals. I think that was the point down here in the wine cellar. At this point, can we go in the laboratory? Was the laboratory locked? I don't know if we ever tried. The wine cellar was. All right. More insane growths. That might be damaging me. Okay, so this is supposed to be the laboratory, and yet it looks very much like the layout of the wine cellar, which would give you the impression that the laboratory is a makeshift laboratory as opposed to an actual proper set up laboratory. Also notice it has some torches already lit, which I think is a first for us. Get our wits about us. Appears to be nothing over here. Alright, so this looks to be the only path we have. So with the camera, even just slight jitters when you're looking away from a light source versus when you have a light source in the screen. Oh, nope, it's jittering right there. But it does create a sense of dread and tension, and then release as it steadies for a second, and then goes back. Well then, something terrible is down there. And I shouldn't be looking at it. Okay, classic puzzle time coming up here with the lack of a chimney to proper vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem not affected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I just do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. So there is your hint to go to the wine cellar, which we did. So, we don't yet know what we should be mixing or why. Okay, none of those are actual ingredients we need. Keep clear of that.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
Okay. Got a chemistry pot. This will probably be the note that we've been looking for. Okay. I'm gonna look at that last. I believe that's some kind of special save moment thing. This is my third attempt to produce artificial life. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Counting given to the cup of tea and binds them well. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acidic, improves with practical putting power use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope I will find an alchemic solution in my predicament. Okay, so that sounds like we can use this failure to destroy the tissues that we've been finding. This chair out of my way. And one day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. No idea who that is, but there's a number of these cylinders to find that have that effect. One. So at this point, I believe we can begin to four different chemicals are needed to continue. Okay, so I think what we gotta do is the pot goes here. Oh, okay. I don't have to actually, I think. Yeah, it'll just do them. I don't have to actually. I'm gonna stare at this light for a second. Not a door I can close, is it? Hello, did I open these? No, I didn't go back here, did I? Okay, that's not a chest. There's that. Okay. We're gonna pretend like nothing happened. We're gonna come back over here and we're gonna finish this. Okay. Do we have to turn one of these? And there we go. We've made goop. Pot of acid. Alright, so we can now probably use that pot of acid on the goop wall. I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, the stairs. That's what that noise was. The stairs breaking down. I think we can actually just climb back out of? This way? No? We might have to build a ramp. I think we do. There's the parts. Yeah. Let's just do that now. Let's see. Yep. Use objects to get to hard to reach places. And so we shall. Away we go. Sailboat was finally arranged to take him to the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar. Having reached the British territory, it's just a matter of reserving a cabin on SS Fortuna headed for London. All right. At this point, we can go down this way. Surprised we haven't seen a monster yet. Now that we burned off that group, we can go into the refinery, which is, we have to make it through the refinery to get to the place where Alexander and Daniel were setting up a place to hide. Okay, back to the entrance hall. Yep.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Alright, so... Well, interesting exchange there. How are we doing on oil? Few cuts and bruises, and we are crystal clear right now. Few notes there. Alexander knows more than Daniel about what's going on, but chooses not to share. Again, it's talking, hiding out in darkness and crouching can help, but I don't see a monster. Oh, and now I see a monster. There was a shadow form that way. Back in the light for a second. Continue our search of this room. Okay. Close ourselves in this room. Good deal. Oh, lamp oil. Love the lamp oil. Cinder box. Anything here? Worth closing the doors behind ourselves now that we have actual monsters roaming. I did not open that door. Not open that door. Okay.
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Okay, self-doubt. On what did we actually witness and what did we bring back with this little orb. That's probably the cause of everything. This orb is probably a mistake. But we'll find out more on the next episode.